Hi, in this lecture we are going to discuss more about regular expressions. So let us just recall the regular expression for registration number that we were seeing in the previous lecture. So actually our registration number will consist of first two characters will be number representing the year of joining, and then next three characters will represent the program under which the student is registered, and the next four will represent the actual roll number under that program for that particular year. So when you look at the regular expression, actually first two are numbers, isn't it? So we are going to say 0 to 9 and 2 should come, right? So within the curly braces we are putting 2 followed by letters, alphabets. Okay, so A hyphen Z, capitals as well as small, and then 3 times it can occur. Then we were discussing that it should not be 4 zeros, right? So what we are going to do is, for the first 3 digits we are going to give the range from 0 to 9. So you can see that 0 to 9 can occur 3 times, but the last digit can only from 1 to 9. It cannot be 0, right? This is how we will write the regular expression, and for this particular registration number it will give matches. And when I am trying to give this registration number like 19 MCB 1000, sorry, not 1000, 0000, it should not match. Okay, so let us see the regular expression on the terminal. Yeah, first of all we should say import RE, and then we are giving the expression. You can see that it matches. Suppose if I am giving as 0 0 0, all zeros, right, then it is not going to match. You will see that it is not returning anything. Fine. So this is how it is going to work. Next, what we are going to see is how to write a regular expression to represent positive and negative integers with sign. So it can be like plus 123. The regular expression should match merely 123 without sign. Generally we do not put a plus sign for positive numbers. So this also should match. Minus 123 also should match. But if the user is trying to give plus 123, then it should not match. We will put the sign only once, or we may not put the sign. If we do not put the sign, then the implicit meaning is it is a positive number, right? So one more thing that we have to yet know in regular expression is how to say that something should occur 0 or once. That is the point here, right? So now the point that we should know is how to say that something will occur 0 or once alone. It should not appear more than one time, right? There is a way. The operator is question mark. So when you put question mark over something, then it can occur 0 or one time. So this is how we will give for sign. So you can see minus plus, I have put within the square bracket question mark. So when you put within the square bracket, it will understand that either 1 can come, and question mark gives the meaning that it can occur 0 or once, followed by 0 to 9 plus, at least once it should come, isn't it? It should not be mere plus alone. This is the regular expression for that. So let us go to the terminal and execute this and see. Yes, it is returning an object, and if I am trying to say plus 123, it works. Minus 123 will also work, and if I am merely giving minus, it will not return anything, because actually we have given as plus here. So at least once it should occur. This is the regular expression for integer. Next we are going to discuss how to write a regular expression for representing a string with at least one consonant. So consonant means it's not a vowel, that's the meaning. So except A, E, I, O, U, all are consonants, right? How to enumerate that? This is what I want, right? It's very difficult because out of the 26 letters in the alphabet, only 5 are vowels, 21 are consonants. It's difficult to list out all the 21. Instead, what we can do is, we can say that not of, this is how we can say, not vowel, right? We can say like this, already we have seen in the previous lecture itself. You can use for indicating not of A, E, I, O, U. You can say like this, right? So if I am going to give a string as B, A, S, T, if this is going to be the string, then it will match because you want at least one consonant. Yes, B is the first consonant. Still there are 2 more consonants, so it will accept. But if I am trying to give A, E, I, it should not accept, right? So the regular expression will be like this, A to Z whole star, okay? And you need at least one consonant. Consonant is represented by this, followed by any alphabet, right? The constraint is there should be at least one consonant, and it can have other characters any number of times, either before or after, and so on, right? So let us check this in terminal. Yeah, it works, okay? And I can even give only B, it will work, okay? And if I am giving A, E, I, O, U, you can say whatever you want, full thing I am saying, it will not return anything because there is not even one constant present in this string. Next, what we are going to discuss is about accepting decimal numbers. Now I am taking a very specific case where you are going to accept 2 types of decimal numbers, okay? The first type is where there are 2-digit integer part and 3 decimal places, or 3-digit integer part or 2 decimal places. So actually when I say I can accept, I will type and show. Actually the point here is I will accept either 12.567 something like this, or 789.12, right? You can see that here in this case there are 2 digits in the integer part. You can see 2 digits in the integer part, 3 decimal values are there. Here 3 digits in the integer part and 2 values are there, 2 decimal places are there. So these are all the formats in which we are going to accept the decimal numbers. So now we will see what is the expression for this 2-digit integer part and 3 decimal values. We can write like this, okay? Sign is also part of it. So either there can be a plus or minus, 0 or 1 time it will occur, and then digits from 0 to 9 2 times, okay? And there should be a dot, and we have already seen that dot is a array operator which has got predefined meaning in regular expression. If you do not want to take the predefined meaning, then you have to put a backslash in front of it. So this backslash dot and then followed by 3 digits, okay? Next option is either this or that, okay? So number with 3-digit integer part and 2 decimal values. So how will you write the regular expression? The same thing, sign, optional sign is there, 0 to 9 3 times now, okay? And then a dot followed by 2 decimal places. And your regular expression should be either this or that. How to include either this or that is by using a pipeline symbol. Here I have shown in a different color. See, re.match. This is the first part for this format, 2-digit number, 2-digit integer part and 3 decimal values. This is for 3-digit integer part and 2 decimal values. Either this or that. So I am putting a or in between by using the pipeline symbol. So this expression will accept both the formats. Let us check in the terminal. Yeah, we can better write it, I think. RE dot match, you want a minus or plus sign, 0 or 1s, followed by 0 to 9 twice, and a dot. For dot we have to use backslash, and then 0 to 9 3 times, and put a dollar because nothing should follow, it's like a strict thing, or minus or plus 0 or 1 times, 0 to 9, if it is coming 3 times, then there should be a dot, 0 to 9, 2 times it can come, dollar. This is the form, right? Now we are going to check with 12.345. Yes, it matches, right? Sometimes copy paste doesn't work. That's what I observed in the previous lecture. When I copy from PPT into the terminal, sometimes it doesn't work. So I have retyped. So you can see that it matches. Similarly, it will also match if there is 3 digits in the integer part and 2 decimal places. If I am giving 3 digit in the integer part and 3 decimal places, then it will not return anything. It's not accepting. Like that we can consider, because our code we will check with if condition. If none is returned, then it's not accepting. That meaning we are going to have. Okay. So this is about the regular expressions, right? This will be very helpful when you are going to have pattern matching, and it is a very comprehensive way of doing it, and it is a very important concept in Python also. Thank you.